descrivere un amore è come caricare un rullino in una vecchia reflex e iniziare a scattare istantanea nel serbatoio della memoria. Cercheremo solo quello che ricordiamo, ma troveremo quello che in effetti sta lì da tempo. Ogni cosa sarà non come era stata effettivamente, ma come vogliamo, vorremmo o vorremmo che fosse stata prima. E che sia adesso. Gerard.
Laying eyes on this city is like emerging from a dream. Set in the stunning Tuscan landscape, with its rich historical heritage and beauty, Pistoia is a real discovery. At times surreal, at times romantic, Pistoia enchants residents and visitors alike. Pistoia, in Latin, denotes the oven used for baking bread. Perhaps because at the beginning of the 2nd century BC, it was a fortified city that served as a supply post for the legions. Piazza della Sala is one of Pistoia's oldest public squares, an initial taste of the city's authenticity and atmosphere, with its shops, flavors and colors. Steeped in history, with its harmonious blend of late ancient, medieval, Romanesque and Renaissance architectural styles, Pistoia takes visitors on a captivating journey into the past. his Inferno, Dante wrote a long tirade against Pistoia, referring to Vanni Fucci, the thief from Pistoia. A bestial life, and not a human, pleased me, even as the mule I was. I'm Vanni Fucci, beast, and Pistoia was my worthy den. An unusual introduction to the city's character, also taken up by Machiavelli, who speaks of Pistoia as a volatile city prone to factional rioting. Piazza del Duomo, the heart of the city, with its symbols of civil and religious power, is bordered by Gothic and Romanesque architecture that make it one of the most beautiful squares in Italy. The Cattedrale di San Zeno, the Romanesque Torre del Campanile, built on top of an ancient Lombard tower. The Battistero di San Giovanni, an extraordinarily beautiful Gothic building, with at its centre the baptismal font cited by Dante in the 19th canto of his Inferno. The Palazzo Pretorio, which houses the courthouse with its 14th century frescoed courtyard and coats of arms of the Podestà, mayors, and commissioners. The Palazzo del Comune, with its facade bearing the Medici family's coats of arms and the papal crown and large keys in honour of Pope Leone X. The heraldic symbol of Pistoia, the bear, seems to stem from the bear forest, great expanses of mountainous forests owned by the city, and is commonly featured in the city's art, customs, and ceremonies. The early medieval Torre di Catilina is a 30-metre high tower that takes its name from the legend that the body of the Roman general Catilina was buried in this street. During the Grand Duchy of Tuscany, Pistoia became an important political hub and also flourished culturally. Academies and clubs sprang up all over the city and continue to thrive today. The Biblioteca Forte Guerriana, Scuola di Sapienza and Regio Collegio Forte Guerri, where Giosuè Carducci taught, with its wealth of valuable manuscripts. And the Biblioteca Fabroniana, with its stunning wooden bookcases. Now joined by the Biblioteca San Giorgio, a multimedia cultural centre. With a packed programme of events and initiatives. This multifaceted city is a rich tapestry woven from the legacy of artists, scholars, politicians, and philanthropists of all kinds who left their mark here. The Museo Civico inside the town hall contains very valuable works of art. Palazzo Rospigliosi, at short distance from the Piazza del Duomo and recently donated to the Duchess of Pistoia, houses the Museum of Embroidery, where you can admire ancient and rare artifacts. Pistoia was, and still is, a city of art, which preserves memories of the past whilst also showcasing fascinating contemporary works of art. For example, Casa Melani, with its rich collection of material poetry. Museo Marini, with works of art by the renowned artist Marino Marini, whose sculpture Miracolo stands in the centre of the medieval courtyard of the town hall. Or inside Palazzo Fabroni, where the permanent collection of contemporary art reflects the most modern expressions of art. And the Centro di Documentazione, dedicated to Michelucci, one of the greatest contemporary Italian architects and urban planners. Legend has it that the Ospedale del Ceppo was built by a married couple, Antimo and Bentinella, who saw an apparition of the Virgin Mary towards the end of the 13th century. In this vision, the Virgin Mary ordered them to set up a hospital on the site where they found a flowering tree stump in the dead of winter. The hospital became the most important health institute in Pistoia, especially during the terrible year of the Black Death, narrated by Boccaccio. The hospital houses the Accademia Medica, and the world's smallest Sala Anatomica. There is also a deep-rooted religious spirit in this city of 1,000 faces. Pistoia, the story goes that when the townspeople were afraid their city would be invaded by the Saracens, a man asked the apostle San Jacopo for his protection. Pistoia was not invaded, and the townsfolk elected San Jacopo as their patron saint. The altar dedicated to San Jacopo became a destination for unexpected pilgrimages. People came to the chapel to seek protection for their long journey. The clergy has left its mark on this city, with twists and turns in history that have also defined its appearance today. The Cattedrale di San Zeno is one of the most elaborately adorned churches in the city. San Giovanni fuor Civitas. The Chiesa di Sant'Ignazio, or Chiesa dello Spirito Santo for the people of Pistoia, famous for its stunning 17th century organ, built by the master organ maker Hermans. The Pieve di Sant'Andrea, with its famous pulpit for Giovanni Pisano. San Bartolomeo, with its rich history of vicissitudes. And San Pier Maggiore, a deconsecrated church with a 19th century organ of exceptional beauty. In ancient times, after a long procession, the bishop would arrive at this church where he exchanged rings with the abbess in a kind of mystic marriage. A scene depicted in the painting by Christian Zartmann, The Mystical Wedding of Pistoia. And finally, the Basilica della Madonna dell'Umiltà Coronata. With its octagonal dome built by the school of Vasari.
Amore mio, darsi la vita e poi prenderla in cambio. Viaggiare e scoprire che c'è un altro orizzonte. Lo spazio ed il tempo scompaiono. Tu mi incanti e mi emozioni così tanto che mi sembra di non riuscire a respirare. Non cambiare mai, amore. Sei raro ed immenso come l'amore che viviamo. Amélie. Vorrei regalarti quelle meravigliose ali, quelle stesse di cui tu mi hai fatto dono e che mi hanno permesso di volare, oltre l'infinito, oltre l'immaginario di questo smisurato amore. Il regno incantato è qui e ogni leggenda, ogni fiaba diventano la nostra voglia di continuare a sognare.
There is nothing more abstract or elusive than our identity, but at the same time, there is nothing that is so laid bare to the judgment of others, nothing so concrete or visible. Love, halfway between heaven and earth. It could fly free into the air or fall to the earth like a crystal chalice, or fly far away, like an unwritten page seized by the wind, never to return. Legend has it that before devoting himself to his spiritual life, San Jacopo was a horse broker who bought horses at the market and deferred payment until the onset of the hot season. On the occasion of the feast in July, where inhabitants from the city and the countryside had a chance to meet, a creditor approached the saint to collect his money. He found the saint at the height of summer, all wrapped up in a red coat, pretending to be numb with cold, so as to put off the payment until the hot weather came. So the red coat became a symbol of reconciliation between town and country, a symbol of the merging of the secular and ecclesiastical worlds. The Giostra dell'Orso, which is celebrated every year on July the 25th on the occasion of the patron saint's feast day, is deeply rooted in the ancient past. It was so important that it was cancelled only under extremely serious circumstances, such as wars or epidemics. their love would have endured in silence, a silence thick with sounds and words, filled with music. Pistoia is as fascinating by night as it is during the day. Pistoia Blues, an international music festival considered to be one of the top 5 in Europe, attracts thousands of people each year.
Ma il concerto più dolce ci sarà più tardi, al cessare della notte, dopo l'alba e prima dell'aurora. Nel silenzio della notte colgo in lontananza il grido del papavero rosso che vuole sbocciare. Vorrei averti qui.
Avrei voluto fermare quel tempo, fatto di parole troppo vere, parole così intense da far tremare il cuore. Ma ho capito che c'è un tempo per ogni cosa e che ti rivedrò, magari a Pistoia.